Sexual double standards hurt everybody. I was thinking about the fact that some forms of conversation between females can sometimes turn to whether or not the dick was good. And we can compare notes about whether the person knew what they were doing, how they were moving, and all of these different things, right? But the same rules aren't exactly applied to men. What I mean by that is, a man is judged based on his sexual prowess and how much he is able to satisfy and please a woman and so on and so forth. But women aren't always necessarily graded on how well they are able to please men. And this is not to say in any way, shape, or form to say that women exist for men's pleasure. But I feel like if we're going to start having more equitable conversations about sex and sexuality, there should be some kind of standard for both partners on both sides of the fence to be pleasing each other. I know me personally, I had to learn what to do to make my partner happy by observing them and learning to be an attentive partner and so on and so forth. I didn't start out knowing that, and I'm pretty sure anybody prior to my partner that I learned this with would probably complain that I wasn't that great in bed. That's a fair assessment. It's something, it was a skill, and like any other skill, it only gets better if you learn about it. So I feel like if we start having both parties on both sides of the fence start learning about their sexuality, it'll make things easier. And I think that'll also help get rid of the ideas that are deeply embedded inside of rape culture. Because in some essence, we're all afraid of our own pleasure, right? The whole thing of, oh, she was wearing a skirt, so that means, she wanted to have sex. That's something that someone who doesn't really know much about sexual signals would say. The skirt does not indicate that somebody wants to have sex with you, but someone touching you and actively saying, yes, I want to have sex with you, that's the signal that someone wants to have sex with you. But I think we'll only get to that point once we start taking sexual education for teenagers seriously and introducing that idea that sex is a skill. While it is inherently simple, it's going to take you some time to be good at it, and you're going to have to practice and learn to get better. So that's what I was thinking about. What were you thinking about today? Bye.